Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, you're all in the best of health and iman. I would like to extend a warm welcome to you all at the departmental orientation session. Also to add here, when you log on to the dashboard, there's a link to watch the general overall university's orientation session of fall 2021. Just a short advice for housekeeping, please keep your mic on mute and also only raise your hand when you want to ask a question. Our session today will consist of a talk by our respected HODs and the faculty members, and then followed by your question and answers. So taking it on from here onwards, we have the head of department, Dr. Adnan Ashraf with us. Over to you, sir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very warm welcome to all our new students, to IOU and to the IT department. I will start my slides and then you will see some of the basic things that you should know as new students in IOU. And after that, we will have a motivational speech from one of our faculty members, inshallah. And then finally, you will have time for questions and answers. So once again, welcome to this orientation session and welcome to the IOU and welcome to the IT department. Let's start the orientation slides. So I will introduce first the Department of Information Technology, where you are all enrolled, and we will see what programs we offer and who are the faculty members. So the Department of Information Technology was established in 2015. And alhamdulillah, since then we have been offering 1-year program, which is called Certificate in IT, and Associate Degree in IT, which is a 2-year program, and Bachelor's in IT, which is a 4-year program. And you can find more details of these programs on our website. We have approximately 500 students enrolled in these programs, and we have 6 faculty members who teach different courses in the programs. And among these 6 faculty members, alhamdulillah, 3 faculty members have a PhD in IT or computer science, are a closely related discipline. This is a list of the faculty members in the IT department. You see my name at the top, Dr. Adnan Ashraf, that's me. And you can see my email address here. So if you need any help from me, or if you have any question that you can address directly to me, you can contact me using this email address. Then we have Dr. Radila, who's unfortunately not available at this time, but you will get to know her when you will be studying different courses in the IT department, inshallah. Then we have Dr. Salim, who is alhamdulillah present here, and I will invite him to welcome you on his own behalf. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Salim.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Adnan. Okay, respected HOD, Dr. Adnan Ashraf, respected faculty members and brothers and sisters, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So myself, Dr. Mohammed Salim Bhatt, and I'm your faculty member, and from last 4 years I'm connected with IOU, and alhamdulillah, it is a great journey to present to deliver my lectures on the behalf of IOU and on the behalf of IT department. So without taking so much time, I just welcome all of you on the behalf of IOU and on the behalf of IT department. So after notable accomplishments of past years, I'm delighted to welcome all of you our new academic session fall 2021. And I hope that you too have great accomplishment and you will raise high the name of the university, inshallah. So you all are set to begin an incredible journey with IOU University. So I hope I would be successful, not only me, all the faculty members, all the dedicated faculty members would be successful in making your journey as best as it could have been. So regarding my education, I have done my PhD in computer science in the Department of Computer Science, and in the field of, and my research area is cloud computing and data mining, alhamdulillah. So as you know, our IOU online campus is energized by your arrival and eager for the many opportunities. So as all of you know, the main aim and objective of IOU is to create an Islamic caring environment for the advancement of our society at large, and to develop a strong moral and ethical attitude. So without taking so much time, so I just concluded here. So in last but not at least, I'm happy you have chosen to become a member of IOU family. So feel free to contact me whenever you have any queries regarding your courses. So very best wishes for the healthy, happy, and productive period of study with IOU. May Allah Azza wa Jal bless our learning journey. Ameen. Jazakallahu khair.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Salim. Sister Salina is also here. Sister Salina, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A warm welcome to all students, respected colleagues, and also everyone to Islamic Online University, or now we are known as International Open University. Alhamdulillah, I have been with IOU since 2015, and since then I have learned so much with every students that joined the semester, every semester, mashallah. Now, the IT students are known to be dedicated, industrious, and also creative. And because of this, I'm very much looking forward to be with you in this journey, in guiding you as well in the best of my knowledge. In this, may Allah just grant us ease, and also dedicated, how to say, like, so that we are like grant us not only afiat and shifa, but also guidance in this journey, inshallah. I'm sorry for this. I'm not really feeling well today. Okay, assalamualaikum. That's all, Dr. Adnan.
Jazakallah khair, sister. Then we also have two more faculty members, Brother Ibrahim and Brother Mohsin, but unfortunately they are not present here today. But we have email addresses here on this slide, so you can contact us whenever you have any query. Also in the courses, there are forums that you can use to ask any question from the teacher of the course, and you can also reach us by other means. For example, some teachers, they have their WhatsApp number on the course page, so you can also contact them in the designated hours that are given on the course page. So these are like basic ways of contacting us, and I hope that we will be able to answer all of your queries as soon as possible. Whenever you will contact us and whenever you will have any issues, we will try to resolve them as soon as possible, inshallah. Moving on, I will briefly talk about the semester system, because for many students who, when they start their bachelor's degree, semester system is something new. Many students are not familiar with the semester system because they're coming from a different kind of teaching system, or education system, which is typically an annual system. So in annual system, you have examination at the end of the academic year. But in a semester system, you have multiple semesters in 1 year. And in every semester, the assessment is spread throughout the semester. It's not just a final exam in the end of the semester. So there are assignments that you have to do on their due dates. Then there are also quizzes attached to modules, and you have deadlines for them. And similarly, you have a midterm exam and then a final exam. So I will go through these things, and I think I will be able to describe it in such a way that it will be easier for you to adopt to this new system, and then you will be able to, inshallah, excel as you will move on in your studies. So the semester system is, as I said, is composed of multiple semesters, and in IOU we have 2 semesters in 1 academic year. Right now we are in the fall semester, which starts in September, and then it will end in February. And then after that we will have 1 month, kind of almost 1 month of break, and then we will start the spring semester. And the spring semester will then start in March, and then it will end in August. So we have 2 semesters, and in these 2 semesters, you will typically have 6 courses in 1 semester. So in 1 year, you are expected, if you're working full-time, if you're studying full-time. So if you're studying full-time, then in 1 year, you are expected to complete 12 courses, 6 courses per semester and 12 courses per year. So in every course, then there are module tests. So typically we have 30 modules, which means 30 lectures in one course. And for every lecture or every module, then there is a simple test, an MCQ type, multiple choice question type test that you can quickly complete in 10 minutes. Then in the middle of the semester, we have a midterm exam. And in this fall 2021 semester, this midterm exam is scheduled in the month of November from 8th to 14th of November. So this is the normal time for attempting your midterm exams. But it's also possible to have late midterm exams, that there is, the complete schedule is given in your Moodle our campus dashboard. You can go there and you can see all the dates, but these are just the normal days that the midterm exam is in November. Then in every course, there is one assignment which is due on 1st of December. So in all courses, you should go through the assignment questions, the tasks that are given there. And then there is a rubric, which means a scale, and with guideline, which tells you how your assignment will be assessed by the faculty member, by the teacher. So please go through all those details. And then also plan it so you are able to finish all the assignments before 1st of December, inshallah. So you still have about 2 months time, so October and November. So try to plan these 2 months in such a way that all of your assignments are completed on time, and they are all completed in the best way that you can do. And then there is a final exam in February. In the first week of February, you will have final exam of all the 6 courses that you're studying. Again, if you're studying full-time, but if you're a part-time student, then you will have less than 6 courses. And during the exams, whether they're midterm exam or final exam, we have examination support. So if you run into any technical issues, you can quickly get in contact with the examination support and they will resolve the issue, inshallah. Moving on, then we have some journal guidelines on this slide for the assignments. So when you are doing your assignments, please pay attention to all the guidelines which are given there on the assignment page. So the assignment should be in the correct file format, and the size of the file should be less than 2 megabytes. So if it is more than 2 megabytes, then you will not be able to upload it. Use proper referencing. So whenever you are doing an assignment, you will probably have some references. For example, some books that you used as a reference, are some articles, research articles, are some websites, are some book chapters. So anything that you have used for your assignment as a reference, you should provide a list of references inside the assignment. And then there is also a plagiarism limit, which is acceptable. So around 20% plagiarism is acceptable. It's not good to have even that much, but this is the maximum plagiarism that can be accepted in an assignment. What is plagiarism? It means if you are using some text as it is without changing it, without rephrasing it into your own words, then it is considered as plagiarism. And also if you are writing something, even if you rephrase it into your own words, but you didn't give the reference of the original source, even then it is considered plagiarism. So whatever ideas, whatever concepts, whatever things you are using from different sources, you should give their reference and you should rephrase everything in your own words. This is very important. Otherwise, you will run into plagiarism issues, and that will have an impact on your assignment grade. Then also remember that when you are submitting your assignment, you will have only one attempt per assignment. So it's not possible, the system doesn't allow it to have multiple submissions or multiple attempts of one assignment. So once you have decided to submit your assignment. Once the assignment is complete, please upload the correct file. Do not upload an incorrect file, or do not mix up different files when you're submitting. Make sure that you have the correct assignment in a folder on your computer, and then upload it from there. So don't submit, for example, course 1 assignment into course 2 assignment, or course 2 assignment into course 1 assignment. Similarly, don't submit an older version of the assignment. So make sure the assignment that you're going to submit is the correct file. Then in the IT department, all the assignments, they are focused on more like on technical skills. So we have assignments which are pure programming assignments. Then we have assignments which are mathematical oriented. And then we have assignments for other technical skills. For example, there can be assignments on creating different kinds of models. For example, software design models. There can be assignments which are on creating, for example, some user interfaces, or their assignments on writing some other technical documentation for a software or for a program. So everything is typically focused on giving you a technical skill. So once you complete your studies, you are able to start working directly in the industry. So you don't have to go through other certifications, other programs, but you have the required skill set which is needed to start working in the industry. And then there is also a study skills course that you can enroll, and more details of the study skills course are on the next slide, this slide. So if you go to campus.iu.edu.gm and then you go to this course, the study skills course, this course is accessible to every student enrolled in any program in the university. So you can also enroll in this course, and this is like a self-study course. So there is nothing like a course teacher or somebody who is checking your assignments and other things. This is more like a self-study course. You can go enroll this course and you can study it on your own. And there are these 5 modules, and all these modules, they teach you how to do your assignments. So the first one is basic study skills, that how do you study anything in any university or any school. Then there is a module on how do you manage your time effectively. Then there is a module on using different kinds of learning strategies. And then there is a module on how to write good, effective essays. And then finally, there's a module which teaches you how to use proper referencing in your assignments. So please enroll this course as soon as possible. As I said, you still have about 2 months time to complete all of your assignments. So before you are going to start your assignments, you should have all of these skills. You should know how to start your assignment, how to do it effectively, and how to do the referencing and everything. So please enroll this course as soon as possible, and try to go through all these 5 modules as soon as you can. Then coming to the program learning outcomes. So as I said, that we have 3 programs. There is 1-year program, then there is a 1-year certificate program, then there is a 2 years program, which is diploma program, and then we have a bachelor's program. So in all these programs, what is the focus? What kind of learning outcomes can be there? What do you expect after you have completed your studies? So upon successful completion of the studies, students will be able to analyze a problem, which means a computing problem or information technology problem, and then also identify the computing requirements, what kind of hardware is needed, what kind of software is needed, and also how to install everything, how to configure everything such that the problem is resolved. So all of these skills you will have, inshallah, when you will complete your studies. You will be able to identify a customer comes and tells you, okay, I need this kind of application. So you should be able to decide that what kind of hardware will be suitable for that application, what kind of application software, system software will be suitable. So all of these things you should be able to decide once you will complete your studies, inshallah. Then also sometimes people, after completing their bachelor's, for example, in IT or in computer science, they start working in a software house. So software house is a company where you develop new software. So you'll also get all the skills required, all the basic skills required to start working as a software engineer, which means skills for designing a software, for developing or implementing the software, which means writing the code and then evaluating it, for example, doing some kind of testing. So all of these skills you will have, inshallah, all the desired skills to start working as a software engineer. And then there are other career opportunities after completing the studies. You can also work as an administrator, for example, a network system and network administrator. And you can also work as a database administrator. You can also work as somebody who is, for example, just doing system analysis or requirement analysis. So you are acting as a bridge between the customer and the software engineers. Similarly, you can start working as a software quality assurance or software tester expert. So there are so many different skills that you will learn, inshallah, in different courses that we teach. We also have courses on program building or programming. We have courses on algorithm design. We have courses on problem solving. So there are different things that you can start working on, inshallah, when you will complete your studies. And as you can imagine that in today's world, everybody is using a smartphone. So we also have courses which teach you how to write code, how to make applications for mobile phones. So there are two courses that you will get to study, inshallah, which teach you how to start building applications for mobile phones. This knowledge will be beneficial not only to you as a student, but it will also be beneficial to the society, because you will become an active member of the society, and you will bring some benefit to the society, inshallah. And in IOU, as you know, we teach everything from Islamic perspective. So all of these courses are taught from Islamic perspective. In many courses, you will see the examples that the lecturer are using. They're from the Islamic world. Some applications you will see, they are Islamic applications. And also when you will complete your bachelor study in the last year of your bachelor's, you will work on a project. And many of the students now, they have projects where they develop some Islamic applications. So some applications which are used only in the Islamic world. A little bit more on career paths. I have already briefly touched upon this topic when I was describing the previous slide, but still, if you still want to know more, so as a career path, I can list a few possible careers for you. So for example, software engineer or software developer is one. Then you can also work as system and network administrator, which means you are an expert that knows how to install computer networks and how to manage them, how to administer them. You can also work as a database administrator. We have several courses on databases, so you will get to know how to create a database and how to then manage a database, how to administer the database, and so on. You can also work as a person who is expert in web technologies. So there are web applications which are used a lot these days for different things. So you will get to know how to develop web applications. There are different technologies, and we cover some of the most important technologies in our courses for developing web applications. Similarly, as I mentioned earlier, that we also have two courses on mobile phone application development. So you can also start working as a mobile phone application developer. There are also some other career paths. For example, you can start working as an educator in IT, in information technology. With the bachelor's degree, you will probably not become a lecturer, because that usually requires a master's degree. But of course, after completing your bachelor's degree, you can then go for a master's degree, or you can start working as a teaching assistant, and then side by side, you can start your master's, and then you will eventually become a lecturer in information technology. So there are many possibilities. There are many businesses, there are government departments, there are healthcare departments, and for example, different hospitals, they require IT experts. There are universities that have their own computer networks and they require IT experts. So there are many different possibilities that you can imagine after completing your studies in IT, inshallah. And at IOU, we also offer an IOU placement center. So that helps you in finding a suitable workplace after you will graduate, inshallah. Then it's also possible that during your studies you run into certain issues, and you will obviously seek help when you will run into any issue. So you are able to resolve it as soon as possible. I would say that the first person to contact in any problem in any course is the course teacher. So first of all, the person that you should immediately think of contacting in a problem is the course teacher. For example, you are studying programming fundamentals and you see there is some issue in one of the modules, or in one of the live sessions. So then you can directly contact the course teacher, and the course teacher will try to resolve your problem as soon as possible. And I have already shown you the names of the teachers and their email addresses. So you can contact them whenever you run into an issue, and you can also use ask the teacher forum on the course page to contact the teacher directly. But if you think that a problem is still unresolved after several days, then you can contact me as the head of the department, and my email address is again given here. So you can contact me and I will try to resolve your issue, inshallah, as soon as possible. If you think that something was still unresolved after contacting the head of the department, then you can also contact the dean of the faculty, and the dean of the faculty's email address is given here, dean.fas@iou.edu.gm. But this decision, the decision given at the dean level, is the final decision. After that, you should not contact anybody else in the university. And also there are some things for which you can directly contact help desk. So if there is something technical which you think is not really concerned to the course teacher, but it's more like something which should be resolved by somebody else, for example, some technical stuff, so then you can directly contact the help desk. That's also possible. But please do not contact or try to contact the vice chancellor or the chancellor of the university, because they do not directly resolve any student issues. All the student issues are resolved either by the faculty members, the HOD or the dean, or if they are like non-academic and more like technical IT issues, then they are resolved by contacting the help desk. So the help desk will actually forward your query or your issue to the concerned department or the concerned person, and then they will get in contact with you and resolve the issue, inshallah. But please remember, you are not allowed to contact the vice chancellor or the chancellor of the university in case of any issues that you face. Right, I think this was about it. And before going to questions and answer, I will invite Sister Selina for a motivational talk. And for that, I will stop sharing my screen.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Adnan. Allow me to share the screen. All right. Hopefully the audio and also visual are working well for everyone.
Yes, sister.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. All right. I will begin with welcoming everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair, Dr. Adnan, respected colleagues, and also warm welcome to our new learners to International Open University. Subhanallah, right? After 22 months, we are now entering the endemic phase for some countries, and we need to learn to live around COVID-19 virus with us, just like the dengue or the malaria fever. And for this, may Allah Azza wa Jal protect us all from any harm and grant us all afiyat and shifa. Ameen. Now, most families, friends, and neighbors are affected. We are struggling in many areas, dealing with loss, and try to pick ourselves up and try to heal. Now, what makes us different is dealing with all of these challenges is that we as a Muslim, we have Allah Azza wa Jal, our creator, to turn to, the best who understands us no matter what we go through. Now, being an online learners, right? Being an online learners, especially during these pandemic times, demands us to stay motivated and be grateful always and be mindful of the blessings that we have been receiving. And in fact, one of it is definitely the space and the time to continue our studies. Now, it is definitely not an easy thing to do. And Alhamdulillah, the academics in IOU will be guiding you through in this new norm, and we shall continue doing so in providing support and also guidance throughout the process. So first, we will look into the overview of how to keep ourselves motivated and manage our stress level effectively, inshallah. So we will be looking into 8 short, I would say, reminder, not only for yourself, but also to myself as well, okay, that will remind us to always keep motivated. Now, before we start with anything, okay, before we start with anything, it's best before anything else to fix our attention, or rather intention. Ask ourselves, why do we take this move to further our study? And what do we intend to achieve in taking this course? And how will this benefit us for our dunya and ultimately our akhirah? And also, how will we utilize this knowledge for the betterment of the ummah? So when we have the clarity of intention, then pray to Allah Azza wa Jal for ease, and may Allah Azza wa Jal make things easy for you in this journey. Secondly, right, never ever take studies as a burden. Rather, look at it as an escapism, a way to channel your creativity, and also as a way to take your minds off things that may or perhaps occupied or worries you. We need to be proactive as the online learners, meaning that we do not wait for things to happen, because the materials are already available to you. So what you can do is to take charge as an independent learners, pick the best time that you feel comfortable to do the revision, where the time it's best for you to digest all the information. Now, some of us prefer to study in the wee hours, and some right after breakfast in the morning, and some late at night prefer to burn the midnight oil. So you need to get to know yourself. What type of learners are you? And why is there such a need to do so? This is something that we can actually learn when we go through the study skills course. Well, the reason for that is that so that we know what will work best for us. And with that knowledge, we will be able to fully utilize on our capabilities. For example, right? A visual learner prefers to watch video lecture, any still images, diagram, and perhaps based on the ebook chapter. A visual learner will be able to look into the overall picture and summarize the content in a single mind map. Global learners, on the other hand, will learn better by looking at the material as a whole. Now, the semester schedule, right, is already made available to you. We should take advantage of this by drafting a study or assignment plan for the semester to accommodate your daily schedule. Now, you can strategize on your learning. Make sure to observe the materials in manageable chunks, meaning that you can try to focus 1 or 2 modules in 1 week. And you may also create something similar schedule to the example as shown here. Now, this is what we call as smart studying, and therefore it will be able, inshallah, reduce our stress level. Now, any practice, if you are committed to that discipline, inshallah, within 21 days, it will become a good habit. Now, students are creative, I know, and they are unique. And each one of us we'll definitely have our preferences in designing our own short notes. Some prefer annotations, okay? Some prefer columns, mind maps, right? And not forgetting the summary notes. Okay. Now, take this pandemic situation as a silver lining. There is good behind all challenges. And as a students of knowledge, we need to practice a wholesome effort, meaning that we can start doing sadaqah, right? Even how small, and be mindful of each and every little things that Allah Azza wa Jal rewarded us with. And most importantly, try our level best to perform salat, namaz, prayers, or how do you call it, at its prescribed time. Now, the worst feeling must be put aside. The worst feeling must be, in my personal opinion, is to actually put aside the call of our Creator towards success, and instead we focus on other matters first, isn't it? Now, as a students of knowledge, another area of concern is, of course, consuming and living the halal way. The source of our income, our food, will indirectly determine the barakah, and also with healthier food in addition to this, will contribute towards the ease in the path of knowledge. Okay. We have the way of sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in attaining the best diet, especially for students of knowledge. Now, another issue that we can look into is about stress. Okay. What is life without stress, isn't it? Now, we need to understand the difference between the good and the bad kind of stress so that we are able to handle it. So what kind of a good stress? Well, the assignment deadline would be one of it. It will keep us attentive and it will keep us aware of our responsibility, where else a bad stress will lead us to overthinking, just like the rocking chair. Right? It gives us something to do, but it gets you nowhere. Now, embrace stress as opportunity to know more about yourself. For example, what are you stressed about and how you feel about the situation? Now, if you are able to the stress or things that stress out, you are able to break them down and ask yourself how you can view the issue or situation in hand in a different perspective. Sometimes looking at things in a different way could simply solve a problem. Other times, it alleviates the problems that you have. Now, people naturally becomes a better problem solver when they are not in stress. Now, this is very helpful for the programmers. Stress could also lead to many unsavory outcomes, I would say. By changing the way you think would eventually makes you a better problem solver, and of course, eventually as a good Muslim. Now, the last topic, of course, the last second topic, of course, is fulfilling the rights of others and yourself. Now, this will definitely help us remember that we are not living and facing the challenges alone. So by taking a good health of oneself will also be under the category of fulfilling the rights of your own body. Now, your body there is an amanah given to Allah, given to us by Allah Azza wa Jal. So if we care for it, inshallah, we will have all the energy, the willpower to sustain and face any challenges, inshallah. Now, finally, think about yourself in the sense that don't forget to reward yourself after you have completed a job well done. There is no restrictions to this, as long as we keep it halal, right? And also Sharia compliant. Now, take some power nap in the midday. Sometimes we call it as Khailullah, right? Anytime before Zohur, as neuroscience studies reveal that this will not only improve our memory, this will also enhances alertness and performance, recovers quality of the lost night's sleep. So besides this, right, this is also one of the sunnah of our beloved Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Now, hopefully, the brief sharing here benefits and may Allah grant us is. Allahumma ameen. Jazakallah khair for your time. I'll leave this back to you, Dr. Adnan.
Jazakallah khair, sister. Brother Unib, I think now we can start the question and answer.
We can take some question and answers. Abdul Ghaffar brother has raised his hand. I'm going to unmute, sir. And you can ask the question now, Brother Abdul Ghaffar. Also, you can post your questions on the chat box so we can forward them to Dr. Adnan and he can answer it. This is the question and answer session time now. And this is the time when you can clear out all your doubts, queries, anything that you need to ask us. Are there any questions and answers? Anybody wants to ask questions? This is the time now.
Yes, there is a question in the chat now.
Okay.
Yes, so it's from Muhammad Ajala, and the question is about the master's studies program in IT. Well, I cannot promise it at this stage, but what I can tell you is that yes, we have been thinking about it. There is no concrete plan at the moment for starting a master's program in IT, but there is a preliminary talk and discussion. We will soon start planning it, inshallah, and I hope that in 1 to 2 years we will be, inshallah, able to start offering a master's program in IT. But everything at the moment is in very preliminary stage, so I'm not gonna promise that we will be doing it, but I hope and I pray that inshallah with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we will be able to start working on it soon, and then we'll be able to start offering it in 1 to 2 years, inshallah.
Yes, Sister Aliyu, you had a question. You can ask now.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's a brother Aliyu.
Yeah, my name is Ali. I'm an engineer.
Your voice is very unclear, brother. Could you please just speak up a bit?
Okay. You hear me now?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. My name is Ali Yusak. I'm a Nigerian. So, if you give us an assignment, how can we upload it? Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. I will answer your question.
Okay.
So the assignment uploading guidelines are on the course pages. So for example, if you are studying programming fundamentals, you go to the course page. There you will see the assignment, because all the assignments have been published on the course pages already. And when you will click on the assignment, it will open a new page. And on that page, you will see all the guidelines, how to upload your assignment, what file formats are acceptable, what is the file size limit, and so on. So all the guidelines for uploading the assignments are there. And it's actually very simple. You just choose the correct file and then you upload it and submit it. That's it.
Okay, there's a question for, I think I can answer this one. Assalamu alaikum. My question goes, according to the IOU policy, what I saw was that we were meant to create a mixed study group. While discussing with the sister earlier today, she made mention we weren't meant to create a study group at all, even if it's a female dominated group. I would like clarity on this. So the clarity on this is, sister, when you log into the dashboard on the right hand side, the first thing on the right hand side you can see is to join the social media group. So that is the official way of joining the social media groups, and that is only a Instagram channel. Sorry, not Instagram, but basically a Telegram channel. So on a Telegram channel, you can join and you can look at the official information which is being posted there. Any more questions? Brother Jibril Adini Somaya.
Hello, Assalamualaikum.
Yeah, Sister Jibril.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Please go ahead.
I'm Sumaya. I was the one who asked the question based on the study group clarity. I would say that I've not still gotten clarity, or would I say I didn't put the question in the proper form. What I meant was, yes, there's a Telegram channel study group. But then reading the policy, what I understood was, aside from the Telegram channel study group, you can create a group in which it will be sisters, maybe just a closed group where you discussed IOU related issues. So that was the clarity I wanted,
Okay.
not the Telegram
Okay.
clarity.
Yes, sister, there are sisters only groups, and for brothers, there are the brothers only group. So if you wish to join, you can send to an email to the help desk, and they will give you the link and you can join it. In fact, a sister or a colleague from the help desk will be reaching out to the new students so that they can join their individual groups as well. So there are groups which are for sisters only, and they are for brothers only, and you can join them, inshallah. So any more questions coming out, maybe on the chat? Sister Eliu, maybe you want to have another question? That's why you raised the hand.
Brother Uni, there is a question in the chat. Would you like to answer that, or should I
Yeah,
take it?
during this pandemic, does the final term and midterm exam will be done in an offline exam center or online in our house? Walaikum assalam. Most probably it will be online, but a final verdict will come up in the next week or so. But most probably, as from my understanding, would be online. Will the recording of the session available? I came late. Yes, we will be posting in the next 3 to 4 working days. And also those who couldn't join, they will be sent it out. So are there any further questions? Please go ahead if you would like to ask and get some answers, clarities. All right, so we can wait another few minutes, and then otherwise, if we don't have any questions, then we can close it down, inshallah, for today. Okay, there's a question. Assalamu alaikum. Are there any other sites where we can study more about the course?
I don't know which course you're referring to. Can you specify the name of the course? All right. Actually, in IT programs, we have multiple courses. The best way to look for more resources for any course, for example, programming fundamentals course, introduction to computing course. So for any IT course, the best way to look for more resources is to contact the course teacher, because they already have a list of resources that they can provide to you.
So seems like we don't have any further questions. So Jazakallahu khairan, respected Dr. Adnan Ashraf. May Allah give us the strength and steadfastness in Deen. May Allah bless all of us with knowledge and may benefit us, our families, and our communities with what He has taught. Jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And if you have more questions, please feel free to contact me. My email address I have already shown on the slides, so you can see it from there. I think there are still a few questions or comments in the chat. We have time, we can answer them.
Yeah, we can have this question. How many modules are we supposed to attend for each course?
How many modules are we supposed to attend? Well, in most of the courses, you don't have to attend any modules, because in most of the courses there are no live weekly live sessions. So the only live sessions are the midterm revision session and the final exam revision session. So you should attend those, but there are no weekly live sessions. So everything is pre-recorded. You should go through the course page, and on the course page you will see the links for the videos, the recorded videos for every module. There are 30 modules per course, and every module is divided typically into 3 videos. So for example, module 1A, 1B, 1C, that is one module, 20 minutes each. One module is 1 hour of recorded video. So you should watch all the videos, and then there are also slides there. You should go through the slides if you want to revisit some of the content which was given in the videos. And after that, for every module there is a module test. So once you have completed a 1 hour module, please attempt the test as soon as possible, because otherwise if you don't do it, you will have 15 modules module tests to do per course before the midterm exam, and again 15 more to do per course before the final exam. So this is how it is divided. But again, you don't have to be present on a weekly basis in the courses.
So we are
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, there's one more about the discussion group. What about the discussion group? I don't know which discussion group she is referring to.
Again, Habiba has another comment
What
in
I
the
meant
chat.
is that we have 30 modules in each course. Are we going to do like 15 modules?
Yes, you are supposed to complete 15 modules per course before the midterm exam. And then after the midterm exam, 15 more. So total 30 modules per course. Is it clear now? All right.
Okay, we have a hand raised by Abdul Rahman. Brother Abdul Rahman, can you ask the question now?
Yes, assalamu alaikum. I think what the sister is asking, or for a few of the sisters, is that we have the official IOU groups on Telegram, but our students, like especially the first year students or the first semester students, are we allowed to create our own groups on Telegram? Like a few students, maybe there's 10 students in the official group, but as I've noticed, that's also there's fourth year students as well. I don't know if there's third year students. So are we allowed to make a group of our own with just first year students in, or is it not allowed?
Okay, all right, Jazakallah. We have a group for brothers and we have a group for sisters, which is moderated by senior students. So it's best to join the official group. I'm not sure you want to make a group of your own. That is, I mean, up to you guys, but what we recommend is that join the official group where we have senior students moderating the group and also assisting your questions there and then. So the best thing is to join the official groups, and in the next week you will be getting the links to join those official groups, inshallah.
Okay, I understand, but I think what they want is maybe like a separate.
Yeah, the reason of the group with other students is that there are senior students who can answer your questions there and then, and also support you and assist you in terms of your queries. That's the reason.
Yes, I understand. I don't know why the sisters is asking about studying. I think they want to study together, something like that, over social media.
Sister Jibril, you unmute yourself and you can ask the question now.
All right, so I want to ask my question relating to this last question, and it still goes, there's an official group. I totally understand that, but I want clarity, and I've not still gotten the clarity. Within the policies, it says that we have to join the official group for study group, but in that same policy, it wasn't written that aside joining the official group, you cannot create another group. So far, it is, you can create another group. So far, it's a sisters-based group, and then it is also IE-related issues. So my question goes, aside from joining the official Telegram group, is it possible to create a study group with few numbers of people in your department, maybe in the same semester, maybe a number of 1 to 3 people, just to study together?
Yes, of course. I mean, you can always, I mean, that's your choice. If you want to create one group, you can create 2 groups. That's all down to you. You can always create groups. But what I'm only trying to give you the official policy that yes, we have groups which you can join, and yes, you can also create more groups. There's no stopping, obviously, to discuss and go for a together study group or a focus study group. So obviously whatever aids you is the best for you, inshallah. So there's another question from Sister Atiya Salumu. Can you please unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum. I was wondering, if you said to take 15 module test, what if someone failed few of them? Can someone retake it or not?
Dr. Adnan, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I heard your question. Well, as far as I know, module test cannot, I think it's not possible to retake module test. As far as Sister Salina or Dr. Salim, can you please confirm if it is possible to retake module test or not?
No, sir, there's no retake for any module test if you have attempted any module test first time. So once you submit that module test, there is no other policy, or we can say no other chance to retake that module.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, so as I said, that it's not possible to retake module tests, but module tests, they don't have that much weightage in the overall grade in the course. The more weightage goes to midterm exam, the final exam, and the assignment. So even if you didn't perform that well in the module test, you shouldn't worry too much. It's still possible to pass the course. But obviously, if you want the best grade, then you should take care of all module tests, and you should try to complete them as their schedule. So, which means every week you should complete 2 modules and 2 module tests per week. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, so perhaps we can wrap it up now, or do we have any other further questions, Dr. Adnan?
I don't see any other questions. I think we have answered all of them. Did we miss something? We have 1 more minute to answer any last questions.
Hello, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Walaikum
Yep.
salam warahmatullahi
Walaikum
wabarakatuh.
salam.
My name is Lamin Osila. Anyway, my name is Lamin Osila. At the initial time, I connected, but later my network has a problem. My connection problem. I could not get most of the detail of meeting. I don't know whether it will be a problem or not. Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Brother Unib, would you like to answer?
I really didn't get the question. It was about some camera or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the question was that he missed most of the session, the orientation session. But
Yes, as I have just repeated in the chat box as well, we will be sending out the link to the recording of the session, and obviously there are lots of students who missed it out, so we'll be sending it out. We'll be reaching it out. Also, we have got 3 more sessions lined up in the next week that will just to assist you to work your way around the dashboard and how to study effectively. So stay in touch, inshallah. There will be more sessions as well as recording will be shared, inshallah. So on this note, as we have the time finished now, so jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.